Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to GameStar TV. We're ready for round number 3 of the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League. Week number 2 that we're playing this week. We're into the second week of qualifiers, playoffs on Thursday night. So if you're into Overwatch esports, make sure that you tune in right here on GameStar TV 1 on Thursday night for the playoffs, where the current top 4 teams will play off against the 4 teams that qualify highest out of tonight's qualifying round. 6 matches to go, or all in all tonight, and we're into the 3rd round already. It's a fantastic showing of Overwatch skills from the OCE region. My name is Chrisis, and that's enough about me. I'm going to hand you over to your play-by-play caster, BobbyJ, and your analyst, Allg. Take it away, BobbyJ.
Thank you very much, and we're on round 66 here, our 3rd round with Free Agent A and Dismay. Free Agent A on the blue side and Dismay on the red side, Allg.
Yeah, 2 teams who we've seen, been around in the ZOWIE League for last week, and they've qualified. They haven't qualified just yet, so they'll be looking to really make their mark on the games this week, sure.
Free Agent A being hovering just a little bit below the top 10 each week in the power rankings. So this is their week to make their mark and see if they can hang with all the big boys on Thursdays, as they're just like slightly out of it, Allg.
Yeah, they're definitely a mid-table team at the moment. They're not at the bottom and they're not at the top. So they've got some good players. We've seen a lot of them here before playing really, really good Overwatch. So it'll be interesting to see how they go up against Dismay Blue, who are slightly down the lower end of the table. They're actually sitting in 19th at the moment. So it's going to be a good scrap. Both teams really want to win to really insert some dominance here today.
And we saw Gibraltar and Nepal played earlier with Avat falling to the Woodcucks in last round in Nepal. So Woodcucks looking strong again with a bye in the 1st round, funny enough. So they're already on 6 points, so ahead of the table here on the qualifiers. But in any case, we are in Route 66 here in the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League, week number 2 qualifiers, round number 3. We have Free Agent A defending here on the blue side and Dismay over here on the red in offense, and they've already putting their teams together. We've got a Roadhog once again, which is being favored by teams here on Route 66.
Yeah, Route 66 probably was where we saw a lot of the initial Roadhog play coming in, then it sort of bled into the rest of the maps. It's really, really good at the start of this map on top of the service station here, and basically stopping the push of the payload before it even gets started. So usually you see them standing up on top of this service station here. They'll have sometimes even a bastion here sometimes to try and keep the pressure on top of them as much as possible. But you definitely see a Roadhog and a Reinhardt just trying to get a couple of picks, just trying to slow it all down.
So we have 26 seconds ticking away, and we just have a Pharaoh just hovering around. Old mate Cerebus there, just doing what he does best, chilling. And yeah, we have
just relaxing, not taking it too seriously at all.
So I'll jump in here, guys. This is a payload map, so that means we're going to have a point for a successful attack available for each of the teams, a point for a successful defense, and of course if both of the teams successfully attack, then we're going to have a bonus point for the fastest time set.
As their payload is coming around the bend here, getting a damage buff from Blind Spot here, Mercy on the Pharaoh, and they've already jumped in here. The Winston's jumped up, and Gimmo doing a good job here, holding up the shield for his team here in the back line, as Chaos is trying to cause chaos here, and he's Winston on the back line on the healers, but he's being pushed back here. Is Gimmo and Grief and the Roadhog here, pushing them Dismay back as much as they can off the payload, as they're looking to regroup already first seconds into the game.
Really good defending there on the side of Dismay. You see a lot of the lesser teams who haven't played in these tournaments as often and aren't used to the real aggressive play of some of these high-level teams it's very important that you stick together and you don't split up and you get picked off. So really good defending here by Dismay, sticking together as a unit.
They're still holding on top of the service station here. Winston trying to get on top of the healer on Juzzy's Mercy. As Matsy picks up a kill here on his Soldier 76, and Farah picks up a kill on the other Farah here. And then we've got Gimmer just picking up here. The tanks going, getting kills themselves here for the boys on free agent A. As Grief pops his Lucio ult, both Lucio ults going down, double sound barrier. As the tanks are swinging away here on top of the payload. Gimmer trying to get onto the Genji just here onto the Lucio as the other Genji goes flying across the screen here along the road. And we've got a separated battle here as the separate battle is just finished and free agent A are claiming the payload.
Yeah, free agent A went slightly a little bit too deep there, and as you said, they did get split up and ended up in 2 separate battles. And it's important that when you're attacking, you try and get that pick really quickly and stay grouped. So the moment they were split, it was really up to Dismay to take that.
ZOWIE ult goes down on 3 members here. 2 of them have already fallen down. That is the Mercy, both healers actually. So we got Dismay pushing hard here. Only the Roadhog left, and he's about to fall.
Yeah, Roadhog finally going down. Really good play there by Funky on this Genji. So I completely forgot his name there for a second. But a really good gravity well to keep them all in place, and using that Genji ult really effectively.
Mercy res, they're only picking up Ilias there. That's quite questionable.
Yeah, that wasn't probably the best Mercy res. Really threw that away there, unfortunately. So Juzzy not doing the best Mercy res, and now he's got to go all the way up to 100% again.
We have some ults here on free agent A. They got 3 ults up, 4 ults up, so they can hold here. And it's a difficult spot to hold in the second half of this map.
Yeah, once you get across the corner here, it can be difficult, but there's a huge fight going on, Bobby.
Yeah, the Reinhardt ult got nullified though from Chaos, holding up his shield here. As we have Juzzy trying to buff up that the Farah, but the res comes in here from Blind Spot, picking up some people here for Dismay as they continue to push here onto the next checkpoint, and people are just dropping like flies here for free agent A.
Yeah, they're slowly getting picked off here. They're just bleeding. I think they've just got to regroup and make sure that they can get this payload stopped and not lose too much more ground. But at the moment, they really are being picked off. They've got to be careful that they don't lose.
Just missed an ultimate there, Allg, as Grief popped his Lucio ultimate, only with him and someone else, and they've just wasted it.
Yeah, really disappointing. It's the same as the support ults have just been a little bit off cue at the moment. So you've just got to be a bit careful that you use them to maximum effectiveness, because they can, especially the Lucio ult. The Lucio ult can take quite a while to come up. It's not as bad with the Mercy ult, but the Lucio ult, you've really got to make sure you hit quite a lot of people with it.
Elo's getting a hook there into Funky. He's jumping up and down, and he gets swatted away. The Ninja falling down as the payload comes around the final bend here for the last stretch. And we're on the last checkpoint. 4 minutes 40 to go. They got plenty of time to play here, the guys here at Dismay.
Yeah, they've had a really good start so far, Robbie, but oh my goodness, there's ults everywhere.
Yeah, as the Reinhardt goes down and the Ilios hits his Roadhog ult, and they're pushing them away, but Reinhardt falls just to be rezzed here by Juzzy to accommodate his curse, coming through nice and strong here as Defocus gets hooked, and point blank, he's going to bounce away here, and he's got himself to safety, and good holds here from free agent A.
Yeah, good ult there by free agent A, but a lot of ultimates used. And watch the boys from Dismay come in here, they're going to go absolute nuts.
And you say that, and the ZOWIE ult with the beautiful fire ult over the top, cleaning house, and they've got a nice little push going on here.
Yeah, well, that was like a train wreck in slow motion for us there. We knew what was coming, and I think the boys on free agent knew as well, but they just had to hold their ground. And to be fair, a really good ult there by Dr. Nada, and an excellent ult there by Farah as well, really.
They switch into the Diva just to get back here, and Traces just to get back to the payload. We've got Elias chugging away that Hog's back. Gets a good hog on there on the Farah. He's gone down, but behind him, his team's falling to bits, and it's just him and the Lucio left. They just need to swat away Grief, and he's giving them grief, and he's fallen down. Elias still alive here on his Roadhog. He's doing a fantastic job, but Chaos charges them away, and they're going to push here for the victory. Tracer gets in just in time, along with the Diva that's holding on strong here. The guys from free agent A that getting members back, but they just stepped away from the payload, and it's cost them.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shame. They tried very, very hard to stop that payload getting over the line, but unfortunately they just couldn't hold on and moved off the payload just a little bit too far. So giving that round away, but it wasn't too bad on the other side of free agent then.
And we have the play of the game here, the franchise play of the game here from the Genji, just cleaning the house with that beautiful fire roll. We missed that Genji. I didn't get to call it, so good pick up there from Blizzard, getting the play of the game. So match time, 5 minutes 46 here for the guys at Dismay. Free agent A have a good time on their hands to beat.
Yeah, 5:46 is a really good time on Route 66. It's a really quite a fast time actually. So free agent A definitely have their work put out for them, but the attacking side, you never know how it's going to go. All it takes is a really good couple of picks in this early section, and the snowball can really take place.
We load back in here on the payload map, Route 66 in the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League here in week number 2. We're in round number 3 with free agent A now need to beat the time of 5 minutes 46 that Dismay just set. Are we going to see a similar team comp from the last defending team?
I think so. Sorry, the defending team. I think we will be seeing something similar in the terms of the Roadhog. And the Reinhardt, definitely, but they've actually opted for a Symmetra here at the looks of it, so they're really looking to just have a really strong hold here at the start, and this is a little bit risky. I don't know if they actually need to run Symmetra here at the moment, maybe just try another DPS and hold it down, but they're really putting a lot of faith in this Symmetra, because if you go down early as Symmetra, you're not going to get any use out of it, so big opportunity for Woodsy to go big, or just to really not do anything at all. So he's setting up, and hopefully we'll see some good Symmetra play.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much Symmetra play on this map. It'll be interesting to see where the turrets get placed, as we haven't seen it.
Yeah, one thing that Symmetra probably doesn't get known for as much as a teleporter is the turrets and how they actually identify where people are. So in terms of, if they go for a Genji, which they actually have gone a Genji, she can put these turrets on various points of the map and see where the flank is coming from, and maybe get Roadhog to get that pick. So Symmetra are good at scouting, as well as obviously the strong teleport.
As the seconds tick down, they're getting ready to come out here. Free agent A must beat the time of 5 minutes 46. So be looking at them to be as aggressive as they can be. And they're already pushing that payload, going to go underneath the bridge, and Symmetra turrets have already been destroyed on top of the payload. That's 3 down. There's a Symmetra turret just here on the left, and they're on top of Big Earls here. Dismay holding strong. Roadhog here gets a nice hook there, and he's already taken down Matsy, but I think he just threw a rocket to himself.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting. Not what you want to see, and I think it's going to go all the side of Dismay at the moment. That early suicide, according to Blizzard. So,
as Woodsy gets a nice kill there on Symmetra, they've pushed them all the way back to the freight. What do you call them? Train freight cargo thing.
Yeah, the train carts. Yeah.
The old train carts there, the train wreck, and they're pushing them under. They're going back underneath the bridge here, ready on top of the payload. As Dismay doing a good job here, holding strong.
Yeah, Dismay are doing really well on top of this service station here. Woodsy's just got his ult on the Symmetra, and he's just placed it behind the door, so it's going to be tough for free agent now, but they've gone in. And
yeah, that Reinhardt getting a maximum charge up the ramp, takes out Soldier 76, so it takes her on top of the payload. Grief trying to give them grief here with his Lucio, trying to keep everyone alive and bounce them off as Defocus goes over the top and they don't even see him. He cleans up here, picking up a double kill. Only 2 people left alive. Genji deflects the Reinhardt ult, pushed him back into the tunnel. Matsy's back here on his Soldier 76 for free agent. He's trying to get back in time. He's just been spotted away as Grief and Gemma are the only ones left alive, and they're just trying to hold it through their team, but they're going to fall as well.
Yeah, unfortunate for free agent A. They just got a little bit split up there, and now it's a really tough one. They need to beat this time of 5 minutes and 46 seconds, and they need to use these ults and maybe look at a character change, possibly a Winston, and just try and break up this backline a bit. But it's going to be tough for free agent A here at the moment. They just need to stay strong and get a couple of picks and get some momentum going.
Yeah, they've only got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to do this. And no. Here we go as they're trying to push on as as the Reinhardt ult comes down from free agent A. This is what they need. This might be the break, but Chaos says no. He charges through and gets up a kill. Dr. Nutter gets a kill, and the kills are coming in for Dismay here. Left, right, and center as Grief gets hooked in. Gimmer's still holding strong with that, trying to do what he can with that shield, but the focus over the top, he's going to clean them up as everyone's dropping now. They've only got 2 people left here for free agent A. And once again, it's Grief last again, and he's going to get picked up from the Reinhardt.
Yeah, well, as we said at the start, Bobby, the risk of the Symmetra is absolutely paying off. They lost a few people there. I believe it was 3 people in that fight, but the teleporter got them straight back in it and managed to hold it really well. Also, I don't know if we saw it on the stream, but Elias on the Zarya unfortunately completely missed his gravity well and ended up in back of the stands there. So they'll be disappointed with that. They really needed that to hit for them to push forward and get this first checkpoint.
And the time is ticking here. Only about a minute or so left. And the payload is stopped still here as the Lucios hit their sound barriers. And Roadhog falls as soon as he pops his ult, but he's back alive. He may have his ult close again because of the percentages. Couldn't have been lost as much as they push on here, free agent A. They know they've only got about a minute or so left, so this is do or die for them. As they're trying to push through here, but they're falling down again as they're being split up. But they've been split up, but they've managed to win the split up fights, and they're coming up on top.
Yeah, they got split up there and they've come up on top, but look at the Symmetra teleport is still there. It's very, very close. Only about 2 minutes left, and as you can see, the teleporter once again really paying off here for the boys of Dismay Blue.
And the ult comes in from the Pharah, but she's died, so that's a wasted ult. That's good, a good pick up there for free agent A, getting that ult there. But Res comes in from Jussie, keeping them alive here on free agent A. They're trying to push on. Here is Chaos holding up his shield, but he's getting swarmed here from Gimmer and the rest of the crew, and he's fallen down. Payload finally hits the first checkpoint. Yeah, finally getting it over the checkpoint. Not a lot of time left, about a minute and a half, I'd say, almost, for them to get this payload to the end. So it's going to be tough for them, but they've got the Zarya ult, Robbie. So if they can hit a really good ult here, they might be able to ride it through and possibly get the momentum going. They're going to have to hit it straight away. They can't waste any time. They need to have this payload moving as fast as they can, non-stop. Defocus doing what he can, hovering around with that Mercy. So we see Pharah on Pharah action. We've seen this more time and time again, Allg, with Pharahs and Mercies linking up. Yeah, it's a really good combo where you have Pharah in the air and have Mercy keeping her damage boosted and safe. So here it comes. Free agent A are going in. As breaking it down, Lucio sound barrier goes in as the rocket barrage comes in from the red side here, but he gets swatted away from the sky. Blue side holding strong. The Reinhardt ult comes in here. Gimmer's still alive though, along with Elias. They try to clean up. It's a bit of a broken fight as the tanks are still alive here for free agent A, but Dr. Nutter making sure he kicked and split as there's only Elias left alive. Cerebus joins the fight, but it might not be enough as Zarya just falls. Yeah, Zarya went down, and unfortunately the real turning point of that game was that Jussie got picked off as well and couldn't get his res up, whereas Blind Spot could. So unfortunately there's almost no time left here for the boys of free agent A. They want to try and push it as hard as they can and at least get this point over the end and get some pride back. Yeah, as the seconds are ticking away and the timer has gone now. And as I say that, the Zarya ult comes in, swallows 3 members. They picked up 2, picked up 3, and there's only Defocus and Dr. Nutter left. And they're going to push him away. Dr. Nutter falls. Defocus is going to be next, and trying to get there. Defocus realizes too late and is dropped here. And free agent A, they cannot beat Dismay's time now, but they can still pick themselves up a point here and make it a 2-1 victory for Dismay. Yeah, well, as you said, they're still looking for this point. We'll let this fight play out and we'll talk about it a bit more after this. And the fight is breaking out here as free agent A are back onto the payload and Dismay are trying to get here with Chaos getting an ult off here. He's picked up most of the team and he's been rest. He's been rewarded for his good ultimate. The Skimmer charges right into him. He's been shot away with the Reinhardt ult. I mean, sorry, the Roadhog ult as Grief gets over trying to jump onto the side as Defocus hits his beautiful Pharah ult to clean them up, and that's going to be the game. Yeah, or is it? That's the question. It's looking pretty close. Jussie, beautiful job there, getting his team back into it. Chaos trying to do what he can by swinging away with the sledge, and the Zarya ult comes in. Last second Zarya ult, 3 people swallowed whole, but Blind spot keeping people healed there. Good job from him. The mercy on Dismay as they push away free agent A, and that's the bar gone, and that's the game set. 2-0 for Dismay.
Yeah, congratulations to Dismay. A really good game there. Really solid defending on that first point, and Woodsy as well on that Symmetra play. Really, really good.
Juzzy from the opposite team gets the Plantronics player of the game here, and he's rezzed them up here. But good mercy plays, but not good enough as Dismay move on 2-0.
Yeah, Dismay, it really came down to that really strong push they had the first round that managed to get that payload moving and really get a good time of 5 minutes and 46. And then on the defensive side, it was Woodsy on that Symmetra who played really, really well there. Also, some really solid resurrections and healing there by blind spot on that Mercy, making sure that Farah could do a lot of damage there. So, really strong play there on the side of Dismay Blue, both being on the offense and
it is time for our Plantronics, and to select our Plantronics MVP for this match. The nominee will be going into the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD 7.1 gaming headset. Who is your MVP of the match, Allg?
I would actually have to say that my MVP for the game, the Plantronics MVP, would have to go the blind spot that game. He did some really important resurrections on the defense that kept Dismay Blue in a really strong position on that first point. And also just some really good overall healing and damage boost on Defictus on that Farah to keep him at bay. So I'm going to give my Plantronics MVP to Blind Spot today.
Congratulations, Blind Spot, for picking up your MVP nominee from Allg. You'll be going into the draw for the Plantronics Rig 500 HD gaming headset. So that's it for round number 3 here on Route 66. We'll be back shortly with round number 4, which will be on King's Row. We'll be doing the brackets shortly, and we'll give you the team names when we come back. So be sure to go ! standings in Twitch chat if you want to see the overall leaderboard for the ZOWIE GameStar Overwatch League, which includes the results from Mondays and Thursdays. So it's the tally of all the points, and later on, we'll be able to, at the end of the cast, we'll be able to break it down with Chrisis and the rest of the crew and talk about how the leaderboard is structured. But until then, I'm BobbyJ, along with Allg, Chrisis in the production desk, production room, sorry, and we'll be back shortly with round number 4.